Hello Leo, this is your astrology forecast for October. This is one of the power months of the year because not only have we got Mercury, planet of communication, transportation and technology, going retrograde from the 5th of October to the 26th, but we've also got the eclipses. A full moon lunar eclipse and a new moon solar eclipse. So let's look at where this is all happening for you in your life, my dear Leos. Let's not forget that Jupiter is in your sign. Okay, I'm going to start with that because I do hope, Leos, that you are making the most of this Jupiter energy, especially as this month we have a particularly powerful. They're not exactly trining one another, but they're in vibrational harmony with one another. Jupiter, Uranus and Mars for much of the month, Mars to the 26th of the month. So this is about you taking a few more risks, Leo, not necessarily playing it too safe. And maybe it's a time for some travel, for going beyond what you're used to, for allowing your mind to roam further and freer. I mean, whoever thought we'd be exploring so many of the planets in our solar system? Whoever thought that we would think about really space travel? What about transporting ourselves, teleporting ourselves? Gosh, there's so much. But this I'm seeing getting inspired in some way for you this month, Leos. But back down to realities. The Mercury retrograde from the 5th of the month starts here in your 4th house. And for you, many of you, this could mean that you're going to reevaluate your home situation, your living situation, maybe your relationship with your family in general. Maybe it's time to have a good chat and really discuss what the options are. It's also going to retrograde into your 3rd house as well. And it's also joining Sun and Venus. So the usual things go for Mercury retrograde. Try not to sign contracts. Try not to get into a lease agreement or something like that during the retrograde. But do keep in mind that you can complete things that have already started during a retrograde. I can't tell you how many times I've found things during retrogrades that I've lost for months. You know, it's like, oh, where is that paper? And during a retrograde, because the mind is going a little bit slower, it's not in so many directions, I've had the time to find something. And especially as this retrograde is happening in the 3rd house of communications, I would really say that there could be misunderstandings during this time. So any important things, put them in writing. Make sure you've got a paper trail or an email trail. Make sure you've got that, because just people's thinking abilities, they don't remember conversations as well as when Mercury is direct. What's great about this is it's a wonderful time for studying, for doing research, and the Sun and Venus are there for the first 3 weeks of the month, just over. So this is a wonderful time for meeting up with people in your close environment. It's a great time for any kind of networking. It's a great time for selling something. If you want to sell something, this could be a good time, but I wouldn't necessarily finalize a big sale of something during this time. It's excellent for finding a bargain. Mercury retrograde time, it's just brilliant. So if you're looking for a bargain or a deal, it's really good. If you're picking up something second-hand, that could be very fortunate during this time for you. Now, on the 8th of October, we've got a full moon special eclipse. It's a full moon lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Aries. And so it's right up here in your 9th house. And that's why I mentioned all these powerful fire energies around you. So these lunar eclipses, they're powerful because it's often an opportunity to end an old habit. something that's no longer serving you. It kind of comes to light during an eclipse. Now, an eclipse, the energies of an eclipse last for 6 months, even 9 months afterwards. So what this eclipse is asking you to look at, Leos, is what am I thinking about? What are my beliefs? You may have a complete upheaval in your beliefs. What you believe to be true may not be so anymore. And of course, the world is accelerating, the changes in our world. What we used to believe that the earth was flat, and something is going to shift in the not too distant future that will enable us to see our reality completely differently. Maybe you're one of those inventors. Maybe you're one of those people that tunes into these energies so that we can all benefit and see things differently. Because we've been very stuck for a long time. I know many of you have felt that personally, but our planet's been stuck in the same old habits for such a long time. The Middle East is brewing again, all these things. But when can we come to a new reality? This is what this full moon is asking from you. You may be restless. You may want to travel. It could instigate some travel opportunities for you. But equally, eclipses operate very often internally, strongly, just as strongly as the external, if not more strongly. So there may be subtle changes that you maybe don't see immediately, but it's certainly a good time for breaking with unhealthy, destructive habit patterns. And a little change of pace on the 11th of October, we've got Venus exactly opposite to Uranus, happening in this 3rd to 9th house for you. So could be just a surprise meeting with somebody, a surprise opportunity, a surprise piece of information that just, wow, you're inspired. Amazing. So, on the 14th of October, Venus busy here, Venus trining Jupiter in your sign, sextiling Jupiter in your sign. This could be just a lucky day, something fortunate, something nice happening for you. So look for it, search for it, search for those good things. Jupiter's in your sign. Growing pains can sometimes be painful, but something beautiful comes from them. So keep that in mind and be prepared to take a few more risks. On the 24th of the month, 20th, I'm ahead of myself, I'm getting excited with you Leos taking more risks. On the 23rd of the month, we've got a new moon solar eclipse happening here in 0 degrees of Scorpio, happening in your house of home, security, ancestry, the past. This may cause you to look at, maybe it's a strong possibility you'll move, or you'll plan moving, or you'll want to move, especially with this new moon solar eclipse. New moon solar eclipse about setting intention, planting seeds. So maybe you want to move somewhere special, maybe you want to move to the countryside, or to another country, or another state. This you can start putting into action, reflecting on it during the retrograde. And also this new moon solar eclipse gives you an opportunity to set some new intentions about where you would feel more secure, where you would feel happier, where you want to be, and also some new intentions with family, with people who are close to you. And on the 24th of the month, we've got the Sun coming into this house, and as well Venus on the 24th, and on the 25th they're conjunct. So you may get, if you've been selling a property or wanting to sell, it may be a good time, you may get an offer, something nice happening with home, with parents, with family, or you may equally just do something nice in your home that makes your environment just feel more comforting, relaxing, enlivening. So as you can see, there's a huge focus on this fourth house. And the fourth house, Leos, is all about your home, your family, your security, your stability, what you want for yourself in terms of a foundation for your life. And that's what's being triggered by all these planets there. For much of the month, we've got Mars until the 26th of the month here in your 5th house. So this is great for anything creative. It's great for pursuing your hobbies, your interests, maybe turning them into a little business on the side, maybe an internet business. But it's really good also for doing anything sporty, active, getting your body going. And on the 27th of the month, this Mars moves into your 6th house of work and career. And this is a very good time now, because Mercury will be direct by then, to put energy into your career, into your work, to really go after interviews, possibilities. It's a good time as well to put energy into your physical well-being, your diet, your exercise, anything that involves your physicality. And in fact, you should get a boost of energy as well towards the end of the month. So there you have it, my dear Leos. I wish you a great month, and I thank you for listening. Bye for now.